Are you making a birth plan?
Yeah, I plan to put it in there. So that's my birth plan. I plan to be at the hospital.
I plan to be there.
I plan to be a great dad. That's my birth plan. Welcome back to the MAD.
Fam!
Welcome back to Mad Love
It's about to
TV.
be really almost a family, though.
Yeah, welcome back to Mad Love TV, baby. Welcome back. We missed y'all, and like she said,
it's almost that time. Well, it's the weekend, but like on Monday, I will be 36 weeks.
36 weeks. We at the tail end. I cannot wait.
Yeah.
To see my son.
And like I think we might have mentioned this in the last video, but ever since the 20-week appointment, he's been measuring like around 2 weeks early. So I don't know if that's still the case right now, but really like I feel like we've got a few. I mean, either way, it's a few more weeks.
Yeah, he was measuring early, but we have like a app that tells us what
all those baby apps.
Yeah, the baby apps that tell you what the baby is experiencing this week or what he will start to be doing, and also what the mom
and then like what's
feel
happening
like.
in my body.
And it's been like spot on the past 3 to 4 weeks. It's been like just straight spot on, and so like to me that means he's measuring on time because it's spot on, but you just never know. But like she said, just a few more weeks, he'll be here.
Yeah. So okay, on my Instagram, did you put it on your Instagram ever, the questions?
No.
I don't know. But 2 different times I put like if people had any questions so that we could do a pregnancy Q&A video. So here we are. Kind of late, but better late than never.
All right? Yeah. Sorry.
Plus then it gave people like another opportunity to ask different questions or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
So we'll just take turns, and then some of them probably, we'll see what they say, but.
Okay.
Ooh, okay, so this one says, what are each of you most anxious about? Keep in mind, anxious doesn't have to be a bad thing. Anxious can just be like, looking forward. For me, I guess this is kind of a bad thing though. I'm most anxious about like the actual birth, not like being a parent. I know that, like, obviously you're a parent for a lot longer than you're in birth, or in labor. But I don't know, it's been helping that like, actually when I like reach out and ask people for their stories and like I watch all these like birthing videos and stuff, and I know people say not to do that because it can freak you out, but it actually helps me and it makes me feel more calm, like, okay, I can do this, whatever. But what about you?
I think I would agree with you. Anxious
like the actual labor.
Just about the labor to make sure that you're okay, and of course he's okay, but also to see what he looks like. Just to really, I mean, we got the 3D.
Yeah.
We got some 3D cool pictures, but I mean at the same time, like that's just a picture, and you don't see what his eye color is and stuff like that, and the shape, like his eyes. We know his shape is kind of he will have big eyes, but at the same time, I just want to see him, And so that's a close second. That's a close second there. So okay. My turn.
Yeah.
Do you want? This is for Lindsay because I pray that they do not make me do this when I go. But do you want an epidural?
Okay. It's kind of a sensitive, personal one. Obviously, it's like everybody's own choice. I don't want an epidural for a few reasons. For one, I want to be able to, like, I know that once you get the epidural, really from waist down or whatever, you're kind of like not in control of your own body. Like you can't move your legs as well or at all for some people. And sometimes like you can't feel as well when you're supposed to like push. So, and then also for, I guess like the medication going to baby. I know there's lots of research out about that, but I would like to try to do it without an epidural. But I've decided I'm gonna sign for it. You have to like sign in order to get it or whatever, have it administered. So I'm gonna sign for it ahead of time in case like contractions get too bad or the pain is too overwhelming, so that I don't have to mess with it in the time. I can just be like, okay, never mind, give me the epidural if I need to. So I won't see it as like a failure if I end up getting one, but I'm gonna try without first. Okay, oh, this is an easy one. Are you delivering at home, a hospital, or a birth center? We're going to a hospital.
Yeah.
I do think like home births and birth centers are like really cool, and I could see us doing that maybe someday for another birth, but especially with this being the first one, I don't know, I want to be as close to the doctors as possible in case anything were to go wrong. And we're delivering at the hospital in town, so like Methodist downtown if you're from Des Moines, but that is connected to like the NICU, so just in case anything were to go wrong, there wouldn't be any like transport time. So
yeah. Do you have names picked out? Do you have names picked out?
Do we ever?
Yeah, we do. we had his name. No, look who joined us.
Hey, baby.
Come on now, get in the chute. Come on. And there's Nolly.
And here's the firstborn.
But we have his name. We had his name picked out right away. We actually we have every baby's name picked out.
And how long have we had them picked out?
Since college. It's been a while. It's been a long time. So yeah, we have his name picked out. And no, we're not gonna tell you right now.
We're not telling anybody.
We have not told anyone.
Well, I will say my sister guessed it, but
Your
besides
sister.
that.
Yeah, we didn't tell. We have not told anyone. We'll definitely let you guys know once he's here. But until then, nope, you gotta wait.
I just feel like, I don't know, everybody already knows it's a boy. You know, we're having a baby. So it's kind of like there's no other surprise left besides the fact, like, okay, he's here.
What do he look like?
Yeah.
You look like Nala or not? We don't know.
And people are not shy about sharing their opinions about names. So rude for some reason. Like, people could just be like, oh, really? But have you thought about blah, blah, blah? And it's like, yeah, this is the name I chose. So now it's like family, friends, coworkers, whatever. If they don't like the name, oh well, he's already named. So that's right. What are you gonna do? Like, ooh, this one's addressed to you. Ooh, it says, Carl, what? Has it been hard dealing with my hormones?
First 10 weeks.
First 10 weeks?
10 to like,
why do you have that number
memorized?
memorized?
10 to like 15 weeks, yeah.
Really?
It was tough. Yeah, you wouldn't have guessed it, huh?
Yeah, no.
See?
You've been handling it really well, but...
Fellas take
What do you
notes.
mean, though? What was hard? Besides, I remember there was one time that a few times where I cried about really stupid things.
She just like gets frustrated and cries. So then I have to...
And I'm not really like a crier, like...
Well, no, she's not. And so it was like, but that wasn't the main thing. It was when she was picking little nitpicking things at me. And I'm like, you would never do this, but she's having my son. Give her the benefit of the doubt. That was the first few. I was like, okay. Cause the first 2 to maybe 6 weeks, it's still so new. But then that 6 to 7 week to like 15, fellas, just be ready to be poised. But I'm a point guard. I told you guys that before in other videos. I'm a poised point guard. So
you are poised.
it's okay. Cause if I get upset, and she's already upset, then he gonna get upset. So that's everybody upset for nothing. So, but yeah, no.
I also feel like it was a little heightened because it was like that first part that he was talking about, that was like the very beginning of quarantine and stuff too.
Tough.
And so like neither of us could really go anywhere. We were trying to get used to like both working at home at this point. It was just weird, but we made it through.
Yeah.
You did great.
Thank you.
Your turn.
What? This is directed to baby mama. What cravings do you have, or did you have?
Okay, so.
Oh.
It hasn't been anything like really crazy, but at the beginning, I did actually really want pickles, but it had to be the what was the brand I liked? Those
dill
ones
pickles.
They were dill, but they were like what's that? Oh, kosher, right?
Everything is kosher. Everything is kosher.
They were just so good. And then I went through a phase where I always wanted cereal. Like I would eat it in the morning, but then I would eat it again at night, and like
as a snack, like a bowl of ice cream for sure.
Yeah, it just was like so good. And then now I always want fruit.
Get my boy nice and strong.
Yeah, like apples and pears and oranges and grapes.
Everything he gonna eat.
Anything like juicy. Oh, so good. What? Fruit is juicy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, the other thing that kind of sucked was like the opposite of the cravings, like the food aversions, is like I didn't really want any meat, especially chicken, for like 5 months, 6 months maybe. And we eat like a lot of meals with chicken, so not really other meats that much,
but chicken.
lots of chicken, and I didn't want
messing
any.
up my swag.
Even sometimes like he would cook it for himself, like in the oven or something,
And
I'd be like, ugh, oh my god, oh I hated it. Yeah. It's kind of coming back now though. It's okay.
And she eat a little chicken.
Not as much, but
yeah, I said a little.
Yeah, but yeah, nothing like really crazy.
Yeah. Your turn.
This one says, I don't mean this rude at all, but rude at all. But did you try to get pregnant, or was it more of a surprise? Oh, that's. I see what you mean. Like,
okay.
Is it an accident? Like,
no, I was.
Actually, kind of did try. Like, we had been. First of all, we've known that we want to start our family. Like, we've been talking about having kids in the family for, like, I don't know, since we were in college. So then, it was kind of like we weren't planning on like starting to try at this time, but then, kind of what? Oh, I guess what?
We just decided to try because we know that.
Yeah.
What?
No, that. Like when we know that it can take certain people like a long time
so
to get pregnant.
So we was like, well, we need to try just in case. And start early and like, so if it does take us a while, we're still okay.
Yeah.
And then next thing you
know, I had, oh my god, like I thought it was gonna take my body longer to like regulate not being on birth control and like whatever, and it just didn't take that long, and that's that. So, it's not like it was like a complete like surprise or accident. Like we kind of were trying. So. Your turn.
Did you do anything to try to get pregnant? She trapped me. That was funny. Yeah, you gotta admit, that was a good one. But no.
Kind of, I guess, like, I had started, so, like, for my, like, periods, I always would have the app, it's called Flow, and it just, like, marks, you just, like, mark when you get your periods, you can keep track of it, or, like, different symptoms and stuff. But then on that app, there's also, like, an ovulation cycle, and, like, before we, like, talked about wanting to, like, start trying or whatever, I didn't even really know, like, how important ovulation cycle was to getting pregnant. Like, I didn't really know about, like, any of that. So we just kind of used that app, and it basically, like, tells you, like, what symptoms, not, like, symptoms, but, like, what to look for in those days, and then just, like, when your most fertile days would be or whatever. So, I don't know. Not to get too deep, but if you are looking for something to try, Flow. I would try looking at that app, that Flow app.
Flow.
But I do know, like, not to be taken lightly, I do know that we, like, are very blessed that it didn't take long, and that
for sure.
people dealing with trying to get pregnant is, like, a really serious thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's really serious.
yeah. It's my turn? Okay. Are you going to show us baby's nursery? Yes.
Not this video.
Not right now.
But we will,
yes.
because it's almost, I mean, it is for the most part complete, but.
Yes, like we have all the stuff.
It's there, but we just organize just a little bit more, and then The nursery's coming soon. To a
It was
TV.
To a TV near you. It was looking pretty good until we like did all the laundry. So we wanted to like wash all of the stuff first.
My boy fresh too. That's
so many clothes.
crazy. Are you making a birth plan?
Are you making a birth plan?
Yeah, I plan to put it in there. So that's my birth plan. I plan to be at the hospital.
I plan to be there.
I plan to be a great dad. That's my birth plan.
Yes, making a birth plan. Well, we kind of already did.
Yeah.
Basically, just like explaining. I want like as few interventions as possible. I would rather not have the epidural, but like I said, if it happens, if I need it, I need it. You're gonna cut the umbilical cord, right?
Yeah.
And I want to do skin to skin right away. So, like
skin to skin. How we do that shit with Nala right now?
Yeah.
We do skin to skin with Nala. Get practice. She be decent.
So like, unless baby needs any type of like immediate care or intervention right when he comes out, then they'll just like lift him right onto my chest before they even go clean him or anything, just so we can have that first like few seconds just with him.
Dope.
What?
That's dope, man.
And then I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, it's your turn. Oh no, it's my turn. Sorry.
She's just a little point.
Are you going to breastfeed? Yes. Well, I'm gonna try. Again, I know like.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta breastfeed.
I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna like give. You're gonna breastfeed.
I'm gonna try too. I be having the same symptoms as you, so I think sometimes I might get a little bit. So I might be able to get my boy. Pause that, but you know.
Like I said before, kind of like the epidural, I'm not gonna like super stress myself out if it's not working, but I do want to breastfeed. But then, I not like let's say like exclusively breastfeeding. Like I want him to have only breast milk, but we want to bottle feed too, so that like once he's consistent with breastfeeding, so that he can, yeah, and so that you can feed him too, so that you can get that time with him too. Otherwise, he's only breastfeeding.
He'll be with you.
Yeah, you'd be like, Mom's the only one who feeds me.
That's how Nala think of you. She like, Dad, let her feed me. So yeah, baby. Nah, I'm just playing. Nah, yeah, that's a great idea.
So we can share those middle of the night feedings.
Yeah. He needs you, right? How far along were you, Lindsay, when you found out you were pregnant? Oh,
we found out like right away. Like,
yeah, tell him the story.
No, you tell him the story.
So she was supposed to take the pregnancy test on a certain day. It was a Friday, and
it was a Friday.
Yeah, it was a Friday. So it was a great present for me. And so her stomach was bothering her. She said, "Well, I guess I'm not gonna take this because my stomach is hurting. I'm about to get my period. I'm starting to cramp." I'm like, "You're not 100% sure of that. Just please take the test."
She's like, "Come on, just take it. Just take
the test." And she did. Carl! So I was like, "Yeah, she's pregnant." Two lies. I said, "Okay." So I'm a geek, right? So then, so we found out right away. And then a week later, we took another one.
Because like, even though we saw that right away, it didn't really like feel real.
Yeah, so we took like 3 or 4 of them joints. Then we went to the doc, and then seen a little peanut in there. So now we here waiting for the little peanut. So yeah.
So I would say, I mean, really like.
Hey, Shad.
When you first take it, you're technically, since they start it from like the date of your last missed period. So I guess I was like 4 weeks. I mean, like literally as soon as you can.
Yeah, I would assume like 4 weeks. Yeah, my bad. I answered. I was told the story.
No, it's okay. It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you most excited about? Oh,
him going to the league. No, it's fine.
I guess like.
Just him being here, just him finding. No, my thing is, for me, is his personality.
Yeah.
How is he gonna act? Who is he act more like?
Who is he gonna be like?
Like, who are you? You know, who? I almost said his name. Who is he going to be? You know what I mean? Like, I know I talk a lot of stuff about playing basketball and sports and all that. Skip all that. Who are you as a man? You know, make a mark on this world in a positive way, in any way, as long as it's positive or good.
And like. It's just so crazy because like we've Like, here you are, like, falling in love with this person that's still not even in the world yet. You don't even know anything about them besides the fact that, like, you made them. And then you see them on a little thing, but, like, you don't know, like, we know nothing about him yet.
Might be.
But, like, we're in love with them. It's just so crazy.
Yeah, because me and him low-key been beefing a little bit. I try to keep it positive, but since she brought that up, he moves so much for her.
I'm having a Braxton Hicks.
Look, she having a Braxton Hicks.
Okay.
So if he kick, if I look, oh, I'm gonna say this.
I'd be like, oh my gosh,
oh, come here.
Feel him.
He's moving. I put my hand in, he just stops.
He stops.
So I'm like, all right, okay. So then I move, and then
so
he
we
move
started
again.
being like, I started doing it like, I would whisper
like making hand gestures. Now I have to hurry up and sneak my hand on there.
But then I think it's because your hands are so cold. He don't like it.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
But like, yeah. So he was you know, we might be for a little bit, but it's cool.
So yeah, just like seeing all the like his little weird quirks, like what does he like to do, what does he think is funny, like just getting to know him. That's what I'm excited for.
Facts. How has COVID affected the pregnancy?
That's the last one. That's a good one to end on.
Damn, Cove.
First of all, yeah, COVID sucks. And it's like I know we're not alone in this, but we've literally the entire pregnancy has been through COVID. Because like when I found out I was pregnant, I didn't even know yet at that point that I wasn't going to be going back to teaching that year. Like we thought we were just going to be home for like a week or whatever and then go back. So I would say at the beginning stages, it was like I struggled kind of like emotionally, like mentally, just because I had like really bad nausea, and it wasn't just morning sickness, it was all day, all night. And I just felt like
you the ADS. All day sickness. You got ads.
Oh, dang. I don't know, I just felt like a blob. Like I was like sick all day, didn't want to do anything. What is funny? Ads?
Yeah, it was impressive. That shit was impressive. Right.
Like, so no, that sucked. And then obviously, another part that was hard was like not being able to like be with my family during it. Like, couldn't go like see my sister and my parents, and I don't know. That part was hard too. And then just the general like not really still going anywhere. I mean, like we go to the grocery store and like we'll run errands when we have to, but so I don't know. Being pregnant can kind of feel kind of like isolating anyways, and then add COVID on top of that, and it's definitely isolating. But what do you think? How do you think it's affected it? Oh, talk about like the doctor's appointments at the beginning.
Yeah, because at first we really didn't think I could go in, so we had to like figure out a way for me to even go to doctor visits.
Yeah.
And then they say, you know, in some states, and actually Iowa, it might be back on that term now, but first it said, you know, you have to get tested anyway, like going to the hospital, like right before we give birth. So let's say, hypothetically, knock on wood, like let's say like I test positive for COVID on the day, you know, she's ready to go into labor. I have to leave. And
you can't stay.
Nothing you can do about it. But if she tests positive, I mean, clearly she's going to get a baby.
You have to leave. You can't have your baby.
But like, you know what I mean? And I can't be around. So it's like the virus is serious. People are dying. But hopefully people are, you know, taking it a little bit more serious now.
Masking up.
And I just think you can't get it because you definitely can. Even if you're not affected by it, you do your 2-week quarantine. You don't know who you can affect.
Yeah.
You know, so a lot of people you see walking down the street may have an underlying condition that you wouldn't even assume or think of. So just mask up and be safe, y'all. But yeah, COVID made us realize what's important too. Cause you can't. A lot of things are taken away from you that you normally weren't, you know, that you were doing, and now that you're making it work, maybe save a little bit more money. You can do without it. You can just get a little bit more smarter, find another way and invest in yourself and your family, and that's what we did, you know. And COVID sucks, but like it led to a lot of opportunities, you know, because we try to keep the light at the end of the tunnel always bright. So, but yeah, that was all the questions we got from y'all, so appreciate it.
There was one. Sorry, no, there was one that I didn't add to this, but it was kind of funny, and I don't know. Someone said, "How do you think Nala is going to respond to the baby?" That verdict is still out because For one, everything that we bring home for the nursery, she thinks it's hers. And to be fair, like, why wouldn't she think that? She doesn't, yes, she knows maybe something is different.
She does know.
She knows something is coming, but, like, she doesn't know what an actual baby is. Yeah. So, like, even the bassinet.
Yeah, she sleeps.
She loves it. Like,
sleeps in this crib, or in this room, and in the bassinet's in our room, and she just sleeps in there.
Yep.
So there we go.
We'll see. Yep. So she might, like, have a little beef at first.
Yeah, it's gonna be beef at first.
We're just gonna have to make sure that we still give her attention. Obviously, baby comes first. Don't worry. I understand that.
We gonna make sure she.
And then I think she'll be kind of protective.
Yeah.
Don't you?
I do think that after she realized he ain't going nowhere and he's chilling.
She'll stay. Shit. She's definitely scared of like toddlers because they're low to the ground and like they're doing a lot. They're loud. But I don't think she'll really be that scared of a baby because they can't do that much.
No, he'll just lay in the spot and cry and poop and pee on himself. You know, so alright. I'll get ready for that. But yeah, if y'all wanna send me some diapers or Pampers, you feel free to comment below.
Feel free.
And say yes, we wanna send you some things. And we'll comment back, and we'll find a way for us to get you the Addy. You can send it. So we appreciate all the love. So remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the MAD fam. We out here. You feel me?
Yeah, we're gonna have a few more baby videos coming.
Yeah,
first of all, a nursery video, and then there might be a big one, but we gotta talk about that.
Yeah, it might be a big one. Might be a
A what?
Come on, man. Like, comment, subscribe.
Stay safe, everybody.